I'm not. Okay, guys. You're only going to listen to me while I'm doing the LSU baseball game, and LSU is hosting Alabama, and I'm going to keep score for both games. Um, I guess you can listen to me live on YouTube, but we are. I don't know what's going to happen. I don't even know what's happening right now. But uh, I'll give you some names for the Alabama Crimson Tide. We got right field number 9, Bryce Flower. Shortstop, Justin Lambert or LeBron. Left field, Cade Snell. Center field, Rich Bonlow. First base, Will Hody. Uh, Third base, Justin Harris. DHing for the Tide be Garrett Stinton. Catching for LSU or for Alabama, Brady Neal, which used to play at LSU. At second base, number 21, Brendan Knott. Last week, LSU did get swept by Auburn. So did K State. We won the series against UCF, and tomorrow we play. Kansas State will play Kansas Jayhawks tomorrow at 6 p.m. If you haven't heard, the OKC Thunder is in the playoffs. Yay! So right now, right field Bryce Flowers is coming up net or coming onto the deck. Alabama is wearing gray with red numbers, and LSU is wearing purple jerseys, white pants, and purple rims. So we'll see how Cade Anderson does on the mound tonight for the Tigers. So here goes nothing. Here we go. Cade Anderson looks at this pitcher or his catcher. He throws. That is a ball one. My pencil is not working. That is a strike one. The count is 1-1 for Cade Anderson. Strike two for Flowers. Strike two. Cade Anderson watches from the plate. He throws. That is a call. Strike three. That is Cade Anderson's first K of this afternoon. That's Cade Anderson's first K of this afternoon at the ball game. Cade Anderson watches for the plate. He throws. That is a ball one. Up for the tie is Justin LeBron. That is a ball one. The count's 1-1 for LeBron. LeBron James. That is ground rule. That's an out. That is a ground out, and you can call that a G6 if you want to. I don't know what's happening to my video tonight, but we are on doing a broadcasting, so this is unusual for me to do this broadcasting and podcast too. So we'll see how Cade Anderson does at this pitch. You. There are 2 outs. 1 more to go. If you haven't heard this scene, it's gonna be one out. It's one out. It's gonna be two outs. Name out. Name that movie. Oh, Alabama's head coach is getting upset already. Rob Vaughn. He's 0-6 career at the box. And now we have a meeting at home plate. For some strange reason, there is a ball one called with two outs. We are glad you're with me, or I'm glad you're with me here doing this podcast with me. And that is a foul ball that counts 1-1. Cade Snell, senior. Cade Snell calls for a strike two. It counts 1-2. Oh my god. That's a foul ball. The count's still 1-2. Ford, Case Snell. Ha ha ha, Case Snell. Ha ha ha, get it. Case Snell. Cade Anderson is 1 from 2, so he's out. That's a fly ball to right field, and that's a you can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye for Alabama. That's their first home run of the game or of the series here at Alex Fox Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. Alabama leads 1-0. Woo. Alabama leads 1-0 over LSU Tigers. Well, that's sweet. Richie Pomelo. He's out for 1-1. Count 1 strikes and 1 ball. Richie. And Clark the Dark. That is a ball two. Counts 1-2 for Kate Anderson. A couple weeks ago, Kate Anderson threw a no hitter against Oklahoma or at Oklahoma, so that was a really good game. Let's start to next week. I won't be here, or next Friday night. I won't be here because I'll be in Manhattan, Kansas for the Houston and the K-State baseball game. My two best homies. One is named Taylor, and one name is Taylor, and one name is Taylor. The other one's Nate Dog, Nate Diggity Diggity Dog, but he goes by Nathan. He does not like that word. The count's 3-2, by the way. Just haven't paid attention, and that is called straight three. 3 up, 3 down for Alabama. Up next will be up for LSU. Will come to the plate here at the Alex Box Stadium, Skip Bertman Field. Up next will be Derek Carrell, Ethan Fry, and Jared Jones come to the plate. And we are back. Daniel Carell will be hitting up for LSU. Bottom of the first, LSU or Alabama leads 1-0. And up next will be Daniel Carell, Fry, and Jones. Here are the starting lineups for LSU. We got Carell at the left. We got Fry at DH. You got Jones first basing. Dickerson at second. Stephen Milam at shortstop. Right field, Jake Brown. Michael Braswell. At third, Luis Hernandez at catching. And center fielding for the Tigers will be Chris Stansfield. Chris Stansfield is a really good hitter. So is Daniel Carell. Pitching for Alabama will be Tyler Fay. Fay. This is his second start of the season. Carell waits. Carell steps into the box. Waits for the pitch. That is a ground single. That's his first hit of today's game. He saw a perfect hit or perfect bat and he swung it. That's all you do in baseball, I guess. Up next will be Ethan Fry, DHing for the Tigers. He is the tallest guy on the team, and you can call that as a ball one. The count is 0-1 for Fry. Next week, LSU has Tennessee at the box, and that is a 2-0. Billington Icy. Strike one. It counts 1-2 or 2-0. It counts 2-1 for Ethan Fry. That's a strike two. The count is tied. They're at 2-2. Ethan Fry better do something because he's at 2-2. Ethan Fry's now at full count now. Let's see what he does at this at bat. Sorry, my camera's not working at this moment. I wish it was, but it's not. That is a strikeout, and Derek Carell goes to second base. One out for Carell, or one out for Alabama, and Tyler Tyler has a strikeout in this inning. The Detroit Tigers 4, the Kansas City Royals 0. End of the fifth, or going to the fifth inning. Daniel Jones up to the plate. That is a strike one. Daniel Jones He's at 0-1. That's a strike two. That looks like the ball, but it's not. That counts 1-2. Oh, I think it hit him. Well, that is the ball, and Corral goes to third base after that wild pitch. There is 1 ball and 2 strikes. Catcher Brady Neal is catching for Alabama, which used to be on LSU till he got hurt. That is strike three. Call strike three. The Tide are 1 out away from ending this inning, and Corral is on third base. It would be Daniel Dickerson. He's a transfer. Daniel Dickerson waits for the pitch, and that's a foul ball. Makes it 1-0 or 0-1. 0-1. I'll give you some scores here in a second, or some updates. That's a strike two for Daniel Dickerson. We're almost through half in the first inning. That is a fly ball to shortstop, and he got it. He got it out. There you go. That's a pop up. 3 now for Tigers. Next will be Alabama Crimson Tide. The count is still K. Anderson still has a K in the first inning. Up next will be what? Up next will be Will Hutto, Justin Torres, and Barnett will be up next for the tie. Alabama Crimson Tide. In football, they're really good rivals. It's a good rival to have. And like I said, it will be Yado, and he's at 0-1. Make it 2-0. The count's 2-0. Or sorry, the count's 1-1. I don't know why they did that. Now the count's 2-1. That is a strike. He went around, but I guess not. The count is tied. The count's 2-2. That counts 2 balls and 2 strikes for Otto Hody. That is strike 3 call. Caught him looking. That is the first K for him. Okay, Anderson throws a strikeout. It would be Justin now. Or Jason. Not Justin. Jason. Jason's at 1-0-1. The count's tied. It makes it 1-1. 1-1. That's just called strike 2. The count's 1-2 for Jason Torres. That's called strike 3. Anderson got his third K of the night. That is very good. Hopefully you keep doing it. Cade Anderson got his third K. There's Weaver's going on. It is now Garrett. And Garrett's 0-1 or 0-1 in the lineup or in the pitch clock, pitch count. Make it 1-1. Strike 2. Garrett is for 1-2 in this game. Cade Anderson threw 8+ strikeouts, and that is a ball 2. So the count's 2-2 for Garrett. He is the DHing for the Tiger or for the Crimson Tide. That's a foul ball. Make it still count. The count's 2-2. Ball strike 3. Caught him looking. Cade Anderson throws his second or his 4th K of the game. Sorry. Cade Anderson doing a good job right now. So happy for him. We'll be back, folks. Alabama still leads LSU 1-0. Up next for the Tigers will be Stephen Milam, Jake Brown, and Michael Braswell coming to the plate. I hopefully, if you haven't heard already, or OKC Thunder is in the playoffs, so we'll play the winner of the Memphis game or the Orlando. No, I don't know. No, Memphis. Stephen Milam's at 1-1. Stephen Milam's at 2-1. 2-1. And that's a round out to pitcher, make it G1. That is the first out of the inning for LSU, or for Stephen Milam. Jake Brown coming to the plate, or he's at the plate, and he looks for a call for 1 ball and 0 strikes. That's a fly out, so make it an F8 if you would. That is a fly out. So there are 2 outs away in this inning, in the second inning, and it will be Michael Braswell coming to the plate. Michael Braswell is playing third base tonight, and he looks for a strike one. That is a 1-1. That counts 1-1 for Michael Braswell. Strike two. That counts 1-2 for Michael Braswell. And that is called strike three because he swung. That will do it for the Tigers. 3 up, 3 down. Uh, Alabama still leads 1-0 over LSU. Tyler has 2 Ks. And up next for LSU or for Alabama will be Brady Neal and Brennan, and then up back to Bryce. Let's give you some score updates around the world. Um, let's see. More. There's a lot of scores tonight. Uh, Texas and Auburn's playing. They just started. Uh, Bottom of the third, Utah is up over Baylor. I'll get back to that. Um, but right now it will be Brady Neal coming to the plate. Tomorrow's game will be Mavericks and the Grizzlies play the OKC Thunder. Brady Neal leads, and he's at 0-1 for strike one. Brady Neal hits a home run. Yep, you can pucker up and kiss that baby goodbye. Brady Neal for Alabama. Brady Neal hits his first home run tonight, or in tonight's game. That is a lucky, lucky dog. It will be next will be Brady, and that's a ground out. That is a G6. Up to up back to the lineup will be Bryce Flowers. LSU or LSU lead or Alabama leads 2-0. What you say? What'd you say? Okay, whatever. B Flowers up to the plate, and we are in the third inning, and he is for a foul one. Ball two. It counts 2-0 for Brady or for Flower. That is a strike one. That counts 1-2 for 2 balls and 1 strike. It counts 2-2. Oh no. Hopefully that's an out, and it's not. So the counts 2-2. It counts 2-2 for Flowers. That is ball three. As a ground, hopefully on a ground out. And yes, it is. It is a G4. If you are keeping score of this game, it is a G4 with 2 outs in this inning. And it will be Justin LeBron. Who likes LeBron James? I don't. I like Shea. I like Lucas Dorr. I like Isaiah Hartstein. I like Chad Holmgren. Um, I like everybody. I like Aaron Wiggins. I cannot stand Kendrick Williams. That's the only person that I cannot stand. And it would be is LeBron with 0-1, and he is for 101. The count is 101, and that is a foul ball. Make it 2-1. Two strikes and one ball. If you are still listening to me, give me a thumbs up. I really do appreciate it. Call straight three. Caught him looking. If you want to do a backwards K again, that's okay with me. But LSU or Alabama does get some new runs, and they lead LSU 2-0. Up next will be uh, for LSU will be Luis Melendez, Chris Stansville, and Derek Correll coming to the plate uh, for the Tigers. If you live in Hastings and support, you should check out the Hastings Softbusters. That is a summer league or college summer league. If you want to do that, you can. But if not, it's okay. I know you're not from Hastings. But I may be doing that for the Busters this year. Um, yeah, so I'll give you. I won't give you score updates right now because the game's back on. It will be Luis Hernandez. Luis Hernandez call for a strike one. Guess that was a foul ball. Ball one. The count's even for Luis Hernandez. 2-1. Luis Hernandez is at for 2-2. Brady Neal is catching for Alabama. He used to play at LSU last year, and that is a strike three called, making one out of the inning. And it is Tyler Faye's third K. Um, let's see. Okay, Anderson has one K. So that's good. Kate Anderson. Or Chris Stansfield up to the plate, and he is for 1-1. That is now. No, he's at first base. Chris Stansfield's at first base. Oh, he's at second base. Never mind. He's at second base. With a terrific hit. It will be Daniel Corral coming to the plate. That is a strike one. We are in bottom of the third. The count's 1-1. 2-1. Daniel Corral's at 2 balls and 1 strike, or 1 ball and 2 strikes. Um, why is I need to edit it. The count still 1-2. Count's or yes, still 1-2. If you haven't heard that Lee Corso is doing his last and final college game day, um, he's only going to do week 1, and that's it. Corral is for 1-2, and that is still a foul ball. Corral. Tyler has his 38 pitches. Corral stands and waits for the ball. Corral swings, and that is a fly ball to right field. That is a base hit. Yeah, that's a base hit. And Chris Stansfield scores from second base, and Corral goes to second base and making an RBI. One RBI to take the Tigers almost to the lead. Tigers do some scoring in this inning. Thank goodness. So LSU is one away from tying this ball game. It will be Ethan Fry coming to the plate. And now they're having a discussion on play from that from that from that call. It would be Ethan Fry. There's one out in this inning. The Kansas City Royals 0, Detroit Tigers 4, in the top or the bottom of the seventh with one out to go. Ethan Fry up to the plate. He's 0 for 1 in today's ball game, and that he gets a strike. One strike out or one strike for Ethan Fry. One and one. It counts two balls or two strikes and one ball. Make it 2-2. 2-2. Foul. Still 2-2. Call strike three. There are two outs away from leaving or until this inning's over. Up next will be Jared Jones. And I think Jared Jones is 0 for 1. Jared Jones 0 for 1. That is a ball one. Strike one. It counts 1-1 for Jared Jones. Tomorrow night or 8:30 Eastern time or 9:30 Eastern time will be Dallas Mavericks and the the Memphis Grizzlies. Jared Jones is for 1-2. Two or three balls or 2-2. Sorry, counts two balls and two strikes for Jared Jones. Call strike three. There you go. 3-3 now for the Tigers. LSU does score runs. Well, that's pretty much it. Alabama leads LSU 2-1. Up next will be for Alabama will be Snell, Rich, and Will. Be right back, guys.